Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thank you for staying tuned. I really appreciate it. And yeah, today we are doing My Neighbor Totoro by Hayao Miyazaki. And this film is a bit of a deviation of Miyazaki's work. It's far more childlike than a lot of his previous work. I mean, Nazca the Valley of the Wind and Castle in the Sky, I'd rate those along the lines of young adult. However, this film, right from the opening, it solidifies itself with a young audience. When the film's opening song comes on, you know that this is going to be a very childlike adventure story that is going to be a very interesting and unique experience. And ultimately, I think that Miyazaki did a great job with this film, and in fact, he's starting to really delve into his craft and get into a unique form of storytelling. However, I do believe that My Neighbor Totoro does have some faults and does have a couple little things where there's a couple missteps, but ultimately a very good film. Now, My Neighbor Totoro follows two young girls, Mei and her older sister Satsuki, as they move out into the country with their father to be closer to their mother that is in the hospital. We don't really find out why she's in the hospital, just that she's fallen ill and that this has forced them to relocate. We don't really find out why, but we can, as the audience, just kind of come to conclusions on that. However, we soon discover that there's a little bit of mystery to this world, something that lies beneath the surface, and these young girls soon discover that they are living right next to the home of this spirit king named Totoro that reigns over this valley. He's the wind of the valley, and he's almost like the encompassing nature of the valley. And him and these young girls befriend each other. Going from the characters to the world that they inhabit, I really enjoyed the tone and the whole world that was created by Miyazaki and the other animators involved with this film. It's childlike but fully realized, and there's a lot of depth added to this world. I really enjoyed how it just encompassed this massive territory. And in a way, I was kind of disappointed that we didn't investigate that more. There's so much addressed to the nature that surrounds these girls, and there's a deep connection with nature. Miyazaki's making a point to do that, and I was kind of disappointed that we didn't see more of it. We get little glimpses here and there, but I wish that we'd investigated it a little bit more and that it had been given a little bit more depth, but that's me kind of nitpicking the film. And I really enjoyed the theme of this film, which was centered on humans and nature and the love of family. Those two themes go hand in hand in this film, and I thought that they were very strong and very well fleshed out, but maybe just a little bit too much. I felt like it was a bit on the head with this film, and I can kind of forgive that because it is for children and a very young audience. One really positive thing that I liked about the film was the music, of course, because Joe Hisashi's doing it. I love his work. And I thought that it was interesting, his shift in tones in the film. He kind of blends his grandiose scale and kind of tones it down, and also blends a very peppy, upbeat tone with that. And I thought that that was really interesting, and I really enjoyed the music behind this film. Now, one unique thing that Miyazaki's doing with this film is in how he presents Mei and Satsuki. Their tones, their emotions, how they're being presented to us. It felt very real. I mean, real in the way these characters are so energetic, how their emotions fluctuate, how their emotions evolve and shift through the film. And Miyazaki was playing with these ideas in Castle in the Sky, but he really didn't have his hand on the pulse in Castle in the Sky, and I feel like in My Neighbor Totoro, he's really starting to delve deeper into this style and in portraying these characters in realistic manners. And even though I don't think he really has it completely down, in My Neighbor Totoro, he's getting closer to it, and I think it's interesting to see that. Guys, I had a lot of fun with this film. I think it's a very interesting film where Miyazaki's playing with his style and getting a little bit experimental, even though he kind of takes a couple steps backwards because of this. You have to applaud the fact that he's moving forward with his style and he's experimenting with new subject matter, and that's something to be applauded for. Guys, I'm going to give My Neighbor Totoro an 8 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you like this review or give me your opinions. I'd love to hear back from you guys. If you like this review, stay tuned for tomorrow because we'll have a new video up, a special review that's completely off the grid. I haven't said anything about it, and please stay tuned for that. I think that you guys will like it. If you like this review, you can click here and join the conversation.